In 1966, something happened in the Arabian desert that most of the world barely noticed. There were no skyscrapers, no luxury hotels, no global headlines, just endless sand, heat, and silence. A small offshore drilling operation was taking place in the Persian Gulf. Few believed it would change anything. But then, deep beneath the seabed, oil was discovered. Black gold. And in that single moment, Dubai's future quietly began to change. Pause for a moment. This was not just an oil discovery. This was the beginning of a decision that would redefine an entire city. Because Dubai did something no one expected. Instead of depending on oil, it planned to outgrow it. Let that sink in. Before oil, Dubai was a modest trading port. Its people survived through fishing, pearl diving, and trade. Wooden boats crossed the Gulf carrying spices, textiles, and hope. But by the mid-20th century, the pearl industry collapsed. Cultured pearls from Japan destroyed local livelihoods. Dubai was running out of options. The future was uncertain. And then, in 1966, oil was found in the Fateh oil field. For many countries, this would have been the final goal. Extract the oil. Sell it. Spend the money. But Dubai's leadership saw something different. They asked a dangerous question. What happens when the oil runs out? Think about that. Most nations never asked this question early enough. Dubai did. The oil reserves were not massive. They were limited. Dubai knew this resource would last only a few decades. So instead of building dependency, they built direction. Oil was treated as a temporary advantage, not a permanent solution. Every dollar earned had a mission. Infrastructure, trade, connectivity, education. The leadership decided to turn oil money into roads, ports, and airports, into systems that would keep working long after oil stopped flowing. This moment matters, because strategy, not oil, was the real treasure. In the 1970s, Dubai transformed rapidly. Desert roads stretched farther than anyone imagined. Dubai International Airport expanded with a global vision. Jebel Ali Port was planned on a scale the world had never seen. Many experts said it was too big, too expensive, too ambitious. They were wrong. This port would become one of the busiest on Earth. A gateway connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa. This wasn't luck. This was calculation. Dubai understood something powerful. In the modern world, connectivity is currency. By the late 1970s, something remarkable was happening. While oil prices dominated global headlines, Dubai was quietly diversifying. Free trade zones were created. Foreign businesses were welcomed with open policies. Zero tax. Full ownership. Global access. Companies from around the world began arriving. And they didn't come for oil. They came for opportunity. Let that sink in. Dubai was already preparing for a post-oil economy. By the 1980s and 1990s, the transformation accelerated. Tourism infrastructure expanded. Hotels rose along the coastline. Real estate reshaped the skyline. Banks, airlines, and logistics companies followed. Oil's share of the economy kept shrinking. Not because production collapsed, but because everything else grew faster. This is critical. Today, oil contributes less than 1% of Dubai's GDP. Read that again. Less than 1%. That's not coincidence. That's vision executed over decades. Stand in Dubai today. Look around. The Burj Khalifa touches the clouds. Dubai Marina rivals the world's greatest skylines. Dubai Mall welcomes tens of millions of visitors every year. The airport connects nearly every major city on Earth. Artificial islands reshape coastlines. Efficient transport systems move millions daily. None of this was inevitable. Oil alone does not build empires. Plenty of countries have oil. Few have long-term planning. Dubai invested in people, not just projects. Education, human capital, global talent, business-friendly regulation, innovation, tourism, finance, logistics, a diversified ecosystem. The leadership understood the real resource was not underground. It was the ability to imagine the future and build it early. This was not fast success. This was disciplined patience. Year after year, decision after decision, always thinking beyond oil. Dubai's story is not about wealth. It's about restraint, about knowing when not to spend, about choosing investment over indulgence. Oil was a window, a temporary opening, and Dubai used it wisely. History is full of nations that wasted their chance. Dubai did the opposite. It turned a limited resource into a permanent advantage. This was not accidental. This was designed. So when people ask how Dubai rose so fast, remember this. The discovery of oil was not the miracle. The mindset was. The real turning point was the decision to plan for a future without oil, while oil was still flowing. That is the lesson. That is the legacy. And that is why Dubai stands today as a global symbol of vision, strategy, and transformation. If this story made you think, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video. Share it with someone who believes success is only about resources. And subscribe for more stories where vision turns deserts into empires. Because the most powerful resource has never been oil. It has always been foresight.